Hello everybody, welcome back. Here we are for round two. Uh, I think I'm going to let this one go. No, we're not going to mulligan it. We're going to keep one diamond in hand. We're going to probably start off with the Mystic. Yeah, this could get awkward really quick though. Is it another Canadian threat? Wow, two in a row. You don't happen to have this. This doesn't happen very often online, so. Small change in plans though. Here we go, and bang. So that'll take care of that little sucker. Probably should have played this first. Maybe we could have lured out a daze or something from there. Just something that I'm thinking about now. Should probably mute my other computer so you can't hear like wildlife noises. Still hear them. It's weird. Okay, so this is a blue-red burn deck. Okay, that's slightly different. Good thing that we didn't actually fetch out a basic. Hey, look at that little guy. And I'm assuming that he doesn't have any way to actually deal with stuff main deck. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to fetch out the basic forest. Where is it? Forest. Drop the other diamond, get rid of this guy. Plop that land down. First thing we're going to do is Stoneforge Mystic. Yes. And we're actually going to get the Jit. And then the second thing that we're going to do is drop this guy. And I'm dropping this guy because I'm assuming he's got a daze or something in his hand. It turns out that he didn't. But he can at least trade with that thing. And next turn we can have this guy who we can pay for any counter and the Jit, which will be awkward because he then has to kill it twice. Sure, let's see what we're getting. We're getting a Mox Diamond. Alright. I don't want to take too much damage just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that down. Alright, let's get this guy down. He creates an awkward situation because I can pay for him. And I can sneak the Jit into play, but he can also kill this thing and still require another piece of damage to go to him, which gives me two different creatures that can then carry the Jit. So, yeah. That is where we are. That is why we're sitting pretty, hopefully. The real question becomes, does he swing? Nope. Okay, doke, okay, doke, okay, doke, smoke. Yes, I'd like to use that ability. Alright. So we're going to equip to this guy. And send him in. Yep. As I figured. We'll hook up to this one. And I'll play that land. So we do have 4 damage in the way of price progress, but he's got 4 damage as well, and we're going to be able to sack one of ours next turn. Alright, another turn that you can't swing. And as long as I've got him focusing his damage on that thing, then I'll be a little bit happier. We're just going to go ahead and attack. I'm only attacking with the 1. Snapcaster. Well, oh, That's okay. We're still not dead yet. Perhaps I should have wastelanded beforehand. That would have given me the information. I didn't think about Snapcaster, actually, so... Part of this is just me being rustier than all hell. Let's go ahead and draw a card. That one. That's still... Nope, he's down there. I was going to say, that's still a thing, but it's not. Well, let's cut a land out. This can at least fetch another basic. I'm willing to make this trade. I'm only in care of my life total right now. And the longer this game goes, the better it gets for me. At least I think. This wouldn't be too bad to have had. Sure. Batterskull? I'm gonna kill your guy. I hope you understand. I hope that you're prepared. He needs, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days won't cut it. We need to actually fetch one. Let's go get the planes, and might as well fetch this one to get it out. And there we go. He's got a spell pierce. Darned it. It was kind of predictable that he'd have that, but that's okay. No real way to kind of deal around that. We could have waited a little bit longer, but do we really want to is the thing. Looks like his hand is counter magic. Let's pop that down there and do it that way. I'm good at drawing lands. That's one thing that I have been noticing. Ow. I guess we could have popped that down there anyway. But we can do that whenever. It's not like we have to worry about him doing anything really dangerous yet. Granted, he could just kill us next turn. That is awkward. There's still a 5 left in the deck. Sweet. If he's going to force a will it, I am all for that. The way I looked at it was Bob at least carries the JIT. Alright, so he drew a 3-drop. I'm assuming that this is probably something that says players can't gain life. So, Sulfuric Vortex? Never mind, he's at 4. The heck could he want at 4 mana? We're still drawing lands. I'm done playing non-basics, by the way. We've got all the mana that we could possibly need. Looks like he's on that too, though. I lied. I don't know why I played that, though. That's the more important thing. Ah, Snapcaster Mage. That's a thing. I'm just going to go ahead and run this down. All these artifacts. Library. That's a good one. Does this one make it? Or do you have another Force of Will? I think he has another Force of Will. Do you have it? Yes. So be it. Nothing that we can do about that. I mean, we've been playing this game, what? This is turn 13. Long game for both of us. Knight, do you have another force of will? Because he's going to be a big sucker. And he can put this on. Let me F3. Looks like it. Wow. No. We're far ways into the game, folks. What do we got next? Nope. The Thalias will at least be useful in this matchup. At least a little bit, I think. Geist! Yeah, a reason he's better than Goyf here. Granted, I don't think Goyf could be burned right now. But, at least we're taking 2 burn spells. Yep. Come on back. We'll get out of combat here and re-equip. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, so he's out of burn spells. Yeah, that would have been a while. Alright. Let's see. Ways to stop gaining life are coming in. I actually want these 4. I am going to take these. We can swap you for one of you. Sigarda, you're going to be too slow. You're not going to be the greatest either. Like, she's nice, but really, what is she doing? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. And sort button? Wrong one. That one. There we go. So we're heavy in the 2s. That's okay. We have a little bit of life gain. Teague would have been a good option. I should have thought about Teague. I didn't think about him. On the draw, let's see. We can go get a green. We can get basic forest. And we can get Bayou, play the Strangleroot Geist. We can get basic forest. We can get basic swamp. Play that one off of that. Or we could get basic forest, leave this up. I think we'll do that. Like, he'll have to kill this, otherwise we'll have life gain on the way quickly. And with a Ponder leading it off, I think that we're in a little bit better position. If it had been a Goblin Guide, I'd be very upset with myself. Just in the simple fact that we wouldn't have any way to really deal with it. But there's nothing that we sideboarded in right now that could deal with a Goblin Guide in this hand. The Pithing Needles don't do it. What I would like to see, what would be awesome, would be... Oh, okay, the removal counts. Let's just get that little guy down there. So, forest. And now it'll look like we have Source to Plowshares up. Or we can just get in. Okay. That I kind of was expecting. Not looking forward to, but at least expecting. We have to get the Bayou. I think this is the better call, though. No days, no days, no days, no days, no days. Alright. So now we should at least have the ability to find some answers to threats. Don't flip. Can I get some luck on the flips? Nope. With a force of will. That's not good. I hope that you see a Mazavith, followed shortly by a Wasteland. So he's got a force in his hand, so we can counter his hand as really being 3 cards. We will always do that, and yes. The diamond actually looks very appealing here. And I think it's what I will keep. So we have this one. We have a diamond. Provided he doesn't have smash to smithereens, that'd be awkward. We're going to force him to use that. So let's go white, green. Use the force of will. Use the force. There's another one right on top of the deck. Looks like that went. We are again going to get the Jit and play the Strangle Rootgeist and get in for 2. Not playing around days this one. If we can force him to start burning his removal on our face, or on our creatures as opposed to our face, that'd be pretty helpful. Was hoping that he would force, though. Price, ugh. I think he's got this if he's pricing now. Goblin Guide. 5 damage. With a wasteland on top. I think we risk it. I'm going to risk this. I'm going to kill that. He's got a second land. Okay. Well, if he's got another land, maybe we can put back this and this. 4 life for none of those cards. Let's see. So if I just hard cast it, it's probably going to get countered. The real question becomes, does he have burn? And if so, what kind? So we're at 4. Come on. Don't have a burn spell. That's all I'm asking is no burn spell. Alright, no burn spell. Now, whammy. No price of progress. And we held off playing this because there's the hope that maybe he thinks that because he could have something, or that he does have something. What did he do? He just tapped a mana? Sure. Don't. That's weird. Ponder. So there's the blue spell. I'm assuming that he has more than one in hand, because we know he's got the Force of Will. We'll be able to kill the Delver and maze this. Maybe we should. Well, he just stopped that anyway. So. Alright, what's that showing us? Bob. Bob's not all that important. I'm going to go to kill the Delver first. There we go. And we're going to try and maze that guy. Yep. Next up, we'll be able to play a Wasteland, which should shrink price of progress down. Bolt. You have a second one, because then there was no point to even attack. Other than to get the waste. But if you do that, if you just burn twice, I can do the math myself. Alright. what we're gonna see. That's what we would have seen. It's not bad. Let's see, by name, inverted mana cost. Teague makes sense. He left in his Force of Wills, which is weird. A little bit more sense than Charm. Charm doesn't really make sense. These make sense, though. So one more card. I don't really like the top. I just don't think I have the time to actually put mana into it on a regular basis. I mean, yes, I'd like to play first, and no, I don't want to mulligan. So first things first, let's go ahead and dump this into that and this. Get the forest, and I'm gonna intro off with library. It's harder for him to deal with. He's got to force it if he's got it. He can't just like wait and then use a burn spell. So this will pretty much be down. We can drop Bob next turn and already have this set up so that Bob's set to not take any damage. And have protection against a roaming 2/2 that I think we're going to find right here. Or it might be a 3/2. It's a 3/2. Alright. So, always yes and yes. I guess it really doesn't matter, so we'll put the land back and we'll put the duress back. Yeah. Nope, no life for them. And there we go. Bob's down. So let's see, we'll have duress, land. We're going to draw the land no matter what. Well, maybe not. If we can avoid getting non-basics, we will. Just maze it. Yeah, there's no preventing that right now. Or no dealing with that right now. Bob should die. Yep. So now we see this stuff. Which right now we have the maze, so I'm not as concerned about the swords. And if I play the land, I at least get the knight, who will be a 4/4. Next turn I can deal with the other part of that. And he's stuck on lands, so maybe next turn we'll do the other part. So bang, 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 bang. All basics, my friend. Price away. From here, if we see a non-basic, we may be wasting him out. But we're at a pretty high life total. We've got a sizable mana base, a sizable board in comparison. Yep. The swords is looking to be the best right now. Basic swamp. Not worried about the basic swamp right now. Let's see, if I swords, I can zenith for 1. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to swords the little guy. That way he doesn't gain as much life. And then I'm going to hold priority while I do this. That way I can activate my knight, getting rid of this one. So now he can't submerge. And I'm just going to grab the catacombs. No, I was going to grab a wasteland, that's right. And then I can waste him. I should have waited for the waste. That's my bad. But looks like he let that go. Deathrite Shaman, come here. Alright, so he's facing down a 6/6 and a guy who's going to keep his graveyard down to size. Basically, my colors are fixed. And he's got to stick with basics. Can't submerge me either. I like this so far. My 6/6 should beat out his 3/3 in theory. And We'll have to see what else we draw. I'd like to get one more fetch land. A black fetch land, not fletch land. A black fetch land would be nice. That way I can go get the basic swamp. We don't have to worry about colors. But there's still the other one. So, you really gonna do that, buddy? I'm just gonna take 2. We'll find out what we draw. We're gonna get an abrupt decay. That's kind of nice. It's kind of awesomely nice. So, that'll kill a creature. We'll be able to gain some life. There's already the Dark Confidant in our yard. So, this, don't really want any of this. So, these 2 can go back. Let's go ahead and decay this thing. I gotta do this first, though. So, let's go get a black or a green. Doesn't really matter since the other one's a diamond. And we're going to take out the insect. Yeah, I'll keep my knight untapped. That'll stop him from really swinging in, though. Which is something that I kind of did want him to do. That way I could have drawn one of those lands. But as it sits right now, it's not too big of a deal. Yeah. What was the third card going to be? Bob? Okay. Alright, so we pulled that one off. We seem to be doing this 2-2 thing. Loss, win, win, loss. Let's see if we can do loss, win, 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 and then catch up to just win, win, win. With one more win at the end of that. So, I will see you all again later. I hope you guys have had fun. Hope that this has been helping anybody who's working on this deck. Yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.